Okay, 1964 here, another racecourse of course, and this time it's Aintree, first time I think possibly since April 2019 or 18, I think 19 maybe, but the second time I went to the Thursday of a Grand National meeting. As I said previously, I don't like doing meetings twice, but I also want to get to all the group and graded races in Britain, and a minute, as I said before, the only one I've not done so far is the New Libertine Chase at Cheltenham Festival. Problem here was that when I went to the Grand National Thursday of Grand National meeting 2015, Grand National 2016, Ladies Day 2017, but the Nicholas Coyne Mares Group Grade 2 National Hunt Flat Race, when I went on Thursday it was on Saturday, and when I went on Saturday to Grand National it was on Thursday, which it was days I think now, and to actually come again to a meeting. It's a good meeting, well, it's not ridiculously expensive, and it's much quieter than the other 2 days as well, so it's actually probably the best quality in terms of racing, also to get Grand National, but I think it's best quality racing over 3 days, also get fox hunters as well, so it's a good day actually. It's the 8th time I've been to Aintree, so I've been to 3 days of Grand National meeting on Thursday as well, and also the November meeting, handicap meeting, which also has the Chase. Also been to the December meeting, which has the Beach Chase, and did have Grand Chase until this year, and also been to the Old Road Chase meeting, which is what I'm here for today. But Aintree is one of my favourite tracks, and it's surprising I've only been 8 times, so it's the 8th, well, the 8th time I've been here. Now, yeah, it's not a low amount for normal people, but this is now 40 odd times been racing the last 6 years. I looked out of curiosity yesterday, I will keep track of how many times into each course. It's been 10 times to Musselburgh, and I think of a train down. There's 4 reasons for that. Musselburgh, which is not anyone of your favourite course to come to Aintree, I've been 2 times more. And that firstly is that Musselburgh's a flat and a national hunt course, so there's more meeting for it. Secondly, it's a bit cheaper for a train, it's by about 15 quid. Thirdly, Aintree only has, I'm saying, about 8 meetings a year, and there have been over decent meetings at Aintree as well. I'm off just to the Jackson's Micro Pub, a couple of pints before racing here, about an hour, just under about 2 hours for a first race. I did just about have time for a pint at Liverpool Lime Street, the Crown Hotel nearby, and get a half-hour later train. I still have time for 2 pints here. I don't like having 3 pints before racing. I did it twice. Once, I don't know where it was, back in mind I think it was Leicester, I don't know why it was Leicester, I think, and another time at Windsor earlier this year. The Leicester one, I did enjoy racing that as much as I might have done, because I felt a little drunk. Windsor, it was the only time I couldn't get into a race course before first race, during COVID, into a number of tracks. Although personally I think I was more to be a competent management at Windsor, getting people in, but anything to do with me having an extra pint. A couple of decent pints in with Micro Pub, although oddly, it seemed there was something I had a close on. I was hanging on for 20 minutes, and then I started to ask, are you going to be open? So when you're opening, I was standing outside and looking, and I said, well, I think we're open now. And I'm thinking, well, you say, well, you've got close signed up. Anyway, I'm perfectly decent mates. Anyway, talk of World Growing Chase, I just watched that. All my kind doing very well. Got to win to hold on here. It seems to have calmed down, frankly. It was a bit of a nutcase last year's novice chaser. I've probably got time for I actually want maybe 2 pints at the same pub after racing, I'll see, and then I'll get off home. The next meeting is actually booked, it's actually on December. End of it for Doncaster, and I also now decided to book for Linkfield early February, as I got just about 20 quid each way train tickets around about that from Newcastle to London. So that's another one. I didn't realise then they are releasing all the tickets towards the middle of 22nd of March. I would have gone to Doncaster for a listed race about the end of January. That's going to be a bit too expensive. That's another meeting as well. I was going to, I think, Huntington a week later. I was going to do that a few years ago, and it got cancelled because the equine flu knocked racing out for about 4 days. But probably some others. The weather will be 27th December is very likely, and I'm sure some others have come along as well.